You saw the title, right? I'm filming this video because nothing that interesting happens in my life, and when it does, my first thought is this could be a good video. So, I've never made a story time. I just wanted to talk about it. Alright, let me talk about it. Please let me have my Sarah Basker moment right now. Have my coffee, I'm chilling. The reason I'm making this video right now is because yesterday, the story resurfaced in my life. So, alright. Basically, this is how the same dude tried to catfish me 3 different times under 3 different guys' names and 3 different guys' pictures. Okay, let's begin. I'm pretty sure this was late 2018 or early 2019 was the first time this dude reached out to me, okay? He DM'd me on Instagram. And he's this really hot guy, right? I don't have any pictures of him because he actually deleted his account. Wonder why. The account said, just restarted my account, like follow me. And he's like model type man, right? And I'm like, ooh, he's messaging me. I was stupid. I knew nothing about talking to guys. I was so inexperienced. When you get excited about something, you just like, your brain doesn't compute, you know what I mean? He messages me and we're talking. And then I give him my number. I'm an idiot. Don't do that. Look for the red flags, dude. There were so many red flags and I just bypassed all of them. But I was younger and I didn't know what I was doing. It was a mistake, all right? I want you to know that he's from Australia. He likes to sing. He's writing his own music. He's coming out with a single. He surfs and he likes hanging out with his friends. That's very important to the rest of the story, okay? We're just talking and I'm noticing the whole time that the guy he was portraying would just not speak the way he's speaking to me. He speaks like he is 100 years old. It is like the weirdest thing ever. And then he says, "Can I flirt chat with you?" Now in my brain, I was like, what, you just want to flirt with me? Like, that's fine. I thought we were like already on that vibe. So I was like, okay. But I'm so straightforward. Like, I don't send nudes. That's just not for me personally. I was so straight up. I'm like, just letting you know that I didn't send that shit. Don't ask me for it because it's not happening. He's like, no, oh my god, no, I didn't mean that at all. I'm not the type to ask for that. OMG, no. Does that sound like a teenage boy? No, it doesn't sound like a teenage boy, alright? He's like, I just meant chat naughty. Only words. And when he said that, I was just like, no. Alright, well, I know exactly where this is going. Time to head out. I'ma head out. Like, it could be fun, just one time. And I was like, no thanks, haha, and then blocked him. I never talked to him again. Forgot about the whole situation. Then about 5 months later, I get a DM on Instagram from someone called Nick Andrews. When he messaged me, the account also didn't have many followers. And I was like, okay, here we go again. Let's just hope that this is not what I think it is. I asked him what he likes to do, and he said, I love surfing, singing, writing, and hanging out with my friends. On top of that, he was busy recording his own single. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. Yes, it does. It does sound familiar. Because it's the same dude. I knew immediately it was the same guy because seriously, what are the odds that I have 2 really hot guys DMing me saying they both like to sing and they're both recording a single and they both like to surf? The chance is none. There's like a 0% chance. Number 1, that they're real, and number 2, they're messaging me. So I didn't talk to him anymore. I just ended that conversation right where it stood, right there. He also deleted his account. Weird. I hadn't heard from this person in ages. Yesterday, I get a text.
Oh, here we go. I've got a text!
It's from an unknown number. I'm gonna put it up here, the profile photo, because I genuinely want to know who the person is in the picture. I just knew. As soon as I saw that picture, I'm like, no. Now, people do not look like that in Cape Town. There's hot people here, dude. But that person looks American. And I just knew, alright? He messages me and he's like, hey. I'm like, hi. Who's this? And he's like, I'm Leo. When he said his name was Leo, I was just like, if you're gonna catfish someone, do not use the name Leo. You sound immediately suspicious. I don't know why. Red flags just like shot up for me there. And I was like, okay, how did you get my number? Because I blocked the other guy on WhatsApp, so he couldn't contact me. And he's like, yeah, I just got a new phone and I found your number. I guess I was supposed to message you before, but I just never did. At this point, I was already messaging Tegan and I'm like, dude, he's back. Like, this dude is back. Why is he messaging me again? I knew he was a catfish this entire time. But I decided I wanted to carry on the conversation just to see how far he went with this, right? So I'm carrying on the conversation. I'm like, oh, haha, like, oh, that must be such a hassle or whatever. Number one, I asked him if he had an Instagram. And he said, yeah, I deactivated mine during exams though. What's yours? I was like, oh my, dude. This guy, or who, it might even be a girl, I don't know. This person is so stupid with their storyline, dude. When someone says they don't have an Instagram and they look like the person in that profile photo, you just know. You know! So I gave him my Instagram because mine's public anyway. So, like, it's all good, whatever. We're talking and whatever, and he's like, are you free to chat? But that's what the first guy said. And then I was like, come on, dude, it's been 2 years and you're still using the same conversation? Like, what? So I asked him where he's from. And he's like, oh, I'm from Melbourne. He didn't know. Melbourne is in Australia. So stupid. He's so dumb. I'm shouting about this because I'm just so frustrated with this man. Like, so I'm like, oh, so what are your interests? Well, this person says, I like surfing, singing, playing guitar, hanging out with friends. So I was like, oh, right, so you sing. So do you have a single coming out anytime soon? And he's like, yeah. He said yes. And I'm like, oh, could I get a sneak peek of that single? He's like, well, I'm actually working on a video for it right now, which will probably be done by tomorrow, so you'll be the first one to see it. Bro, I'm not even offended that he keeps messaging me. I'm offended that he thinks that I'm this stupid. So I'm literally dying behind the screen because I'm just like, really, dude? You can't even come up with a new story. You're kind of boring me here. Like, it's the same old shit, dude. Figure something new out, please. For entertainment's sake. At this point, I have a headache, like genuinely have a headache. So I'm like, I kind of want to go to bed. It's just so apparent, like what's happening right now. Long story short, we talked for like another 5 minutes or so. And then he goes, can I ask you a question? I already knew it was coming, dude. I already knew. And I'm like, sure. And he says, this is random, but can I flirt chat with you? Who says that? I have never ever heard of anybody who enters that kind of conversation with that line. Flirt chat. That is like the weirdest line. Like, it's creepy, dude. It is just like, ooh, you know what I mean? I said, haha, funnily enough, I had this exact same message from someone else last year who turned out to be a catfish. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that someone did that to you, but I'm so far from a catfish. He didn't even try. But my thing is, like, he doesn't get anything out of this exchange, right? He doesn't get anything from this, so why does he keep doing it? It's like he just is messaging me to get blocked. It's baffling to me. Also, please, girls of any age that are watching this, do not respond to people. Like, don't give your number out. I don't even do that shit anymore unless I know the people. He basically is like, oh, I'm not a catfish. So I was like, okay, Well, just for confirmation, I'd really appreciate it if you could activate your account so I can see what you or who you are. And then he sends me a GIF. I'm gonna put it in. I don't know who this guy is. I really want to know because at least I could tell him someone's using his pictures to like catfish people. He sent me a GIF of some guy and it's in slow-mo. He sent me another video previous to this and immediately was like, that's literally a piece of a TikTok. That's literally a frat boy TikTok that he just cut up and is sending to me right now as proof that he's who he says he is. So when I asked him to reactivate his account and he says, no, like I'm being like 100% honest with you. I literally said to him, it's not that hard, just reactivate so I can see who you are, period. And then he left me on red. That tells you everything you need to know. The reason I'm telling this is because one time, alright, whatever dude, blocked, done. Second time, using the same story, you're so blatantly obvious.
Okay.
Third time, you message me from a different number with a different guy as your profile picture with the same story. Whoever this person is, please just stop it. You look really stupid. Also, the second guy that messaged me described the beach as goals. That's all we need to say about that. So basically now, that guy is blocked. All three of them are blocked now. Hopefully he doesn't decide he wants to message me again. It's kind of getting to the point where I'm like, if it's anything above 3 times, we have an actual issue. Because now it's getting like kind of creepy. But I think, hopefully he got the hint. And yeah, please just don't be stupid. There are so many weirdos out there that just are trying their luck with girls, especially on social media. It's scary. Just be aware, be careful. I mean, just don't trust people that you don't know. I want to find out who this guy is. If any of you have seen him on TikTok or anything, please let me know. I want to kind of tell him people using his shit to catfish people. So yeah, I mean, this story is completely just all over the place. But I really wanted to tell it because nothing like this ever happens in my life. And I feel like so many people get catfished these days and it's weird. Because this person obviously knows who I am, has followed my Instagram before. If you're the person that's trying to catfish me right now, please just move on. Because it's literally never going to happen. Whatever you're trying to get out of me, it's not gonna happen, dude. Move along. Stop being creepy! Please! Is it too much to ask these days? Don't be creepy. This is my first story time. How crazy is that? Hopefully there'll be more interesting and in-depth story times as I grow older. I love you guys so much. Don't trust people on the internet. And take care of yourselves. Peace out, guys. Mwah.